So hello and thank you for joining me. We've just got a few minutes before the actual live broadcast starts. So just sit back and relax, and we'll be starting in about 2 minutes. Just while we're waiting for people to join the broadcast, just sit back, relax, close your eyes, taking a few deep breaths, and slow your mind down, slowing your thoughts. Just taking a few long deep breaths, and on the inhale, just imagine your whole body relaxing, and on the exhale, just imagine that you're breathing out any anxiety that you may be feeling. So just breathe in and out, letting all those feelings and mindless chatter, just let them all go as a thought comes in. It's distracting you. Just don't fight the thought, accept the thought, thank it for coming, and then you can release that thought. So it's 10 o'clock and we'll begin. So again, hello and thank you for joining me on my first online live coaching live broadcast. In this broadcast, we'll be sharing some coaching techniques and tools on how we can create our own happiness, peace of mind, wellness and well-being. So what's on offer by following some very powerful and specific practical techniques, some guided meditation, and general open discussion and questions. We hope to assist with creating a sense of clarity, inner peace, purpose, I got told to smile. I'm too serious. I guess that's how it is. So that's okay. That's the lesson well learned. So just continuing, we hope to assist you with creating a sense of clarity, inner peace, purpose, inspiration, well-being, and feeling empowered. Ultimately, it will be by your choice of what you can achieve and take with you from this coaching session. So if you can grab a pen and some paper to write down some answers to some questions I'd like to ask, and I'd like you to have a think about. So I'll give you a minute or so. Just go and grab a pen and some paper, and we'll begin. I'll be back. Yeah, well, hang on, I'm not sure. So it looks like I've got some IT issues at the moment with being able to be contacted. I'm not sure where we're going to go with that. But anyway, just give me a minute and I'll have a quick look. Chat. Okay, so on your screen at the top left-hand corner should be a little blue box, and that's the chat box. So click on the chat box and I'll just Play. There we go. Let's try that. Screen share. Cameraman. Okay. Yeah, let's just try that. See how we go. And if you feel like if it's working, you can. And you feel like sending me a message or a question, so feel free to type in your question down the bottom there. So we'll kick off, and hopefully you'll find some time to come join us with this life coaching session. I guess the intention here is to help you realize that you can create your own happiness, that ultimately you're responsible for your own happiness, peace of mind. So some of the questions that you'd like to think about is what makes you happy? Who do you believe is responsible for your happiness? Who do you blame when things go wrong in your life? Do you believe that someone can make you angry, sad, happy, or feel any number of emotions? Do you believe that someone can make you... Sorry. Do you believe you deserve a life filled with negative or positive energy? To be happy? Do you believe you deserve to be happy, content, and loved? Do you believe you deserve a life free from anger, trauma, resentment, and frustration? Do you believe you are worthy of forgiveness? For those who have hurt us, betrayed us, bullied us, are they deserving of forgiveness just as much as you are? With forgiveness comes freedom. I've got a message coming through. So I'll just check. Oh, okay. That's someone sharing the link. All right. So where were we? Oh, that's right. So with forgiveness comes freedom. Freedom for ourselves from the pain, anger, hate that we've held on to for far too long. We deserve to see and feel justice for all wrong that has been done to us. But this is my truth, my belief. We all have our own beliefs. We all have our own truths that we live by, morals and values. They're all different. We're all unique in our own way. Do you believe you can cut all emotional, physical, and mental ties, attachments, and cords to your feelings, to your thoughts, to situations that are inhibiting and restricting and interfering with your ability to be happy, to feel content, to feel loved, to feel all these great things that really we're all deserving of. We all deserve to feel these great things in life. There are no wrong or right answers here. Only the ones that you believe in. only the ones that you choose, that feel right, that fit, and is your truth. So for those who are online and joining me today, do you have any questions so far? If you do, and this is all working out the way I hoped it had, just drop a question in, drop a hello in the chat box. So I'll just give you just a minute or so. We'll just sit here and wait, and maybe reflect over how this is making you feel. Thoughts. And I'll just check some messages to see who's going to join us. So again, if you are watching the live broadcast and you want to chat or you have some questions, up in the left-hand corner, there's a little blue box, and as you put your mouse over top of it, hopefully, if you're using a desktop, there's a little chat box, or you can private message me on Facebook, and then I can check my messages and hopefully get you on board to watch the broadcast. Trying to figure out how to comment. Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. So again, if you're watching and there's some technical difficulties how to chat, you can just private message me. I've just got my phone, and I'll just respond in the live broadcast. So that might be one way around the technical issues. Even if you're not Facebook friends, you can still message me. I'll just go into the other folder and I can check it anyway. All right, let's just continue with the broadcast. I'm cheating a little bit. I'm reading off some stuff that I wrote out last night, so I could follow a format just to make it easier for myself, so I don't sound so silly and bumbling and stumbling. So cord cutting exercise. This is one of the big parts of why I decided to have this live broadcast, so I could facilitate a cord cutting exercise. So cord cutting essentially is, well, it's you just, how's the best way to explain this? It's all about how you think and those thoughts, what they can create. I guess that's the easiest way of putting it. So, I just got a message coming through. I can't do chat on computer. Yep, that's okay. Sorry. Okay. Just message me your questions. Okay. So again, just quickly, If you have any questions, just private message me, and I can just answer your questions. 2 seconds. Yeah. Never mind. It's offline for some reason. Okay. And we're still live. I don't understand. Anyway, that's cool. Just message me, and I'll multitask. Anyway, let's continue. So let's just, for those who are joining me today, let's just do this cord cutting exercise. And at the end of the day, I believe that broadcast is obviously recorded. So once this is finished, once the broadcast is finished, it'll go on to YouTube, where you can watch it in your own time, and I'll be sharing it on Facebook anyway, so that's cool. All right, so let's begin this cord cutting exercise. It's an easy step-by-step process for cutting the cords to releasing negative energy, feelings, thoughts, pain, person, or any situation that it's inhibiting or restricting your ability to have peace of mind, happiness, balance, to be pain-free, or what it is you're seeking. So you're going to need, a pen and paper to do a little bit of writing here. So ensure you set your right intentions to releasing the negative energy. Make your intentions clear and precise. Make them working for you now and not in the future. This step is very important. Step 2, on a blank piece of paper, write down all your feelings, your thoughts that are making you feel emotional, happy, sad, confused, feelings of loneliness, feelings of abandonment, any negative feelings. I think I threw a positive one in there, but that's not what I meant. So the first step is to write down any negative feelings or thoughts that are inhibiting your ability to feel happy. So I'll give you just a little bit of time just to jot down just a few. Don't overanalyze or overthink. Just the ones that are very dominant in your life at the moment, that are really causing you to feel stress or anxious. So they're the ones to really focus on just for now. So there can just be a few, it can be 1, can be 4 or 5. Look, at the end of the day, there's no limit, only the ones that you set for yourself. So I'll just give you just a little bit of time to write down just a few. So if you are joining me today, which is fantastic, feel free to just drop me a message. You can do it just via Facebook, and just private message me. Having technical issues with the chat for some reason, but that's okay. This was just a first learning how to operate this great this great opportunity and the technical side of Facebook and YouTubing live videos. And so just quickly, what you get from me is I guess you could call, sometimes I call it hard truth, but it's not that hard really, because it's only, life is really only as hard as we make it. You know, I guess that the type of person I am is I'm very open to a lot of different things now, only because I have allowed myself to change the way I think about situations, change the way I feel about situations, that those feelings really can impact on your whole life. And I'll get to this later on in the broadcast, that how our feelings and thoughts can control basically everything in our life, and it can ultimately control who we become. Let's just get back to the cord cutting. So hopefully that was enough time there to write down some of your feelings and thoughts that are negative, that are impacting on your ability to be happy. Because that's what it's all about. That's what life is all about, is creating your own happiness. It's your responsibility, no one else. No one can make you happy, no one can make you feel anything except yourself. Okay, so step 3. So we've written down all the negative feelings and thoughts. So this is a very simple step. We just want you to tear the list up. There is another version where some may say that you can burn it, but don't burn it, because I don't want you to burn your house, don't want to burn your fingers. So it's very simple. This is just as powerful. Just to tear that list up now and throw it away. So by throwing this list away, you're basically releasing those feelings and thoughts that are creating your unhappiness. So as you tear it up, we like to say these words: release myself from all negative feelings, thoughts, emotional attachments, situations that are causing me to feel anything that is negative, causing me to feel unhappy. And when you say these words, I release myself from whatever it is on your list, I want you to feel that emotional attachment release from your body. It's very important about setting your intentions. Intentions are very powerful. Intentions can create anything. They can create negative or positive outcomes, because what's in your mindset really can impact on how you live your life. So set your intentions to letting all those negative feelings and thoughts, pain, or whatever's on your list, set your intentions to letting them go and releasing them. Step 4, on a new piece of paper, write down what you want to achieve in life. Write down your goals. This I call your shopping list to happiness. which I pinched off my wife. That's a little saying there. So I hope not too embarrassed, honey. Okay. So step 4, on a new piece of paper, write down what you want to achieve in your goals. Write down all the good feelings and thoughts you are capable of creating. For example, and I call this the I am positive reinforcement statements, if you like. I'm happy, I'm worthy, I'm fearless, I'm loved, I'm important, I'm worthy. I already said that one. That's very important. Feeling worthy of receiving, good things that come into your life. There's a lot of people out there that just don't feel worthy for whatever reason, and this is one of the hurdles or barriers, I suppose, that will restrict us from being successful in life. And being successful doesn't necessarily mean to hold monetary value or to have a big flash house or lots of money and being popular. And I mean, they're all great things to have, but I guess for me personally, success means a whole different set of things in life, I guess. Being successful for me is being having peace of mind. Being successful for me is being in a loving relationship that is a two-way street instead of one-way. Giving and receiving instead of just giving all the time. Being successful for me is feeling comfortable within myself and feeling okay that about my decisions in life and just being happy, creating my own happiness. That's being successful. So hopefully you've written down your shopping list of happiness. Again, this is your intention to create a happy and better life for yourself. Purging out all negative thoughts and feelings, replacing them with positive ones. You now have a blank canvas in front of you to paint any picture on that you desire. You've cut away and you have released all the negative feelings and thoughts. Well, that was the intention. The other intention is that you are creating happier feelings and thoughts that are going to just alleviate, everything that has been hurtful in your life. That's it. That's the technique. So basically, just covering back over, the first step is to write down on a list all your negative feelings and thoughts, tear the piece of paper up, throw it away. When you're throwing that piece of paper away, you can say out loud, you can say inside your head, I release myself from whatever is on your list, throw it away, setting your intentions to actually releasing those negative feelings and thoughts. And on a new piece of paper, your shopping list of happiness, you can then write down all the good feelings and thoughts that you are creating, not going to create, because that's looking into the future, which looking into the future, again, that's not where we want to be. We want to be here. We want to be now. We want to be focusing on what's directly in front of us, not worrying about the future, not worrying about the past, but focusing on what we are creating or what we have created. which is the whole point to this video. Well, this broadcast is creating your own happiness. That's it for that technique. Now, the success of the technique really relies on it just relies on you and your ability to create what it is that you've set out to create. Let's just continue. Okay. Now, being live, it's not like it's not going to be perfect, because I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. We all have our faults and little quirky things about us. So this is just, you get what you see here. It's just me talking to you quite candidly. There's no special effects here. There's no, I am reading from stuff that, you know, a formatted script, I guess, if you can call that, to help me concentrate and put things in a sort of, you know, an order, I guess, so I can make sense rather than just babbling on. Hopefully one day I can progress to not even reading off a script, and that's great, and I will achieve that, but all in my own time, I guess. So you get a very live version of me, I guess, with no, I can't think of a word, but never mind, it doesn't matter. My point is that what I'm saying is that this is who I am, this is what I am sharing. There's no, I'm not cutting anything out. It's the live broadcast. If I stumble or stutter a little bit, well, that's just how it is. So I hope that so far this is making sense to you, and that you know, somehow it's helping you to realise your potential, I guess, in a sense. And everyone has potential. Everyone can create anything in life, whatever they think about. One little, let's say, a quirky little saying that I have is that thoughts create your reality. And for me, that's completely true, because every thought that I have creates an effect or a reaction, whether it's a feeling or it impacts my life somewhere, somehow. So for me, there's absolute truth in that little quirky saying that your thoughts create your reality. But again, that's just my belief, not necessarily anyone else's. And we choose to take on these beliefs and adopt them. And that's going to lead me into my next little spiel here. So, where are we? Lost my little spot here. Cutting. Okay. I'd like to discuss how we can be in control of our own happiness and lives. What are your beliefs? How you think, your perception, will create habitual thinking patterns. Being aware of how your thoughts impact your feelings. Your feelings and thoughts may trigger old habits and memories that may be either positive or negative ones. Negative ones are sometimes referred to as self-sabotaging, even mindless chatter. If the feeling or thought has created a negative emotional response, positive ones are sometimes referred to as mindfulness. Mindfulness is a great practice. Being mindful of what is going on inside our heads. Challenging negative thoughts is a healthy way of thinking. Challenge adopted beliefs that just don't feel right any longer. That's because they don't. Learn to trust in your own gut feelings, your instincts. Your beliefs Ask yourself this question. Your beliefs, are they adopted from an outside source, or do you own them? I think that's a very good question, and I often think about that, and I often share that on Facebook, that same question. A lot of different responses. Anyway, your beliefs will navigate you along a certain path, so be mindful where you step. And the last, reject any form of control over your well-being from outside sources, limiting and restricting your own personal growth and choices by implanting lies, manipulation, and adopted beliefs that do not belong to you. I have another little quirky spiel here. Forge your own path, taking back your power. And that'll mean different things to different people. Forging your own path, for me, I guess, is taking control of where I want to be and where I want to go, taking control of who I am, taking control of my feelings and thoughts, being responsible. That's my meaning. But again, we're all different, and that's okay, because that's what makes us individual. So how can we create our own happiness? By applying change into the equation. Change can create an abundance of wellness, well-being, and healing. By changing just even one thought, you change the way you feel and your perception of life. Change can also create, again, an abundance of opportunity and possibilities. So make the change. But the most important thing here, in order to change, you have to want to do it. It's going to take, for some people, change can happen in an instant. Change can take a lifetime. Change may never even happen because we're too afraid. Fear and doubt will always restrict us from changing. So I'd like to share a post that I put up, and it's quite relevant because for me, the one most dominant feeling and thought that helps me create my own happiness is feeling loved. Feeling loved is just, there's no word for it. It's really, for me, it's everything. It really creates so many good things within my being. So anyway, I'll read this out, and I hope that you find something worth it, and helps you to just helps you in life, I guess, and helps you think about how important the emotion of love is in your life, and how it can really change everything about your life, taking it from the depths of despair to feelings of I can't even think of words, honestly. Feelings of elation and just everything that's great about what love can create for you. So I'll begin. Love hurts. Be forever loving of yourself. My question is why? Is it meant to be hard work? Is it meant to be this way? Is love such an impossible achievement? Well, for many it is, unfortunately. Should feeling love be an emotion associated with feeling of worthiness? Finally, is love just a state of mind? Well, going back, your thoughts create your reality. So if your thoughts are, I am loved, I feel loved, they are going to create your reality of living in that reality. Did I just repeat myself? Sorry. So love can create all these great and wonderful feelings that are going to push us in a direction of being happy, and that's really important in life. So I'll just read back. Should feeling love be an emotion associated with the feeling of worthiness? Yes, of course it should be. Finally, is love just a state of mind? Well, yes, that is too. The parallel universe of love hurts is love conquers all. Love conquers all. These few words bring feelings of hope, peace, contentment, and a sense of belonging in this mixed up, shook up world we live in. Every written word, unspoken word, holds its own energy, vibration, and intention. For example, let's use two completely opposites, love and hate. How do these two words make you feel? Imagine being told, I love you. Just these few words, they fill my heart with love, peace, hope, joy, a sense of belonging, to name but a few. The intentions of sharing these words would be one to bring about only a positive emotional response, feelings and thoughts, compared to hurtful, destructive, negative words, I hate you. They just make me cringe. The words I hate you in itself can be a trigger which can set off a chain reaction of negative thoughts and feelings and emotional responses. So next time you choose to share these words, just be mindful of the impact they may have on someone else's emotional responses, how they impact on their lives. I believe it is good practice to learn about being mindful of our thoughts and the words we use in our daily lives. The key isn't to seek perfection. I know this lesson all too well. Rather, incorporate a gradual change to take place, eventually creating new good habits, reconditioning old beliefs, setting yourself up for success with an improved mindset. This mindset will then assist you with the ability to think much clearer, making decisions easier, resolving problems that just seem hopeless. Change creates endless opportunities and possibilities. I think I said that earlier. Just to reiterate, where does the feeling of love start and stop? Who's responsible for that feeling? It's a very simple answer. The buck stops with you. I believe we are all personal responsibility for our own lives, our decisions, our thoughts, and our feelings, and emotional responses. Anything outside of this can only mean either you aren't aware of this, you have simply given away your power, you believe it's someone else's job, responsibility, or fault to make you feel any type of emotion. Or is it simply a case of life not being so black and white, instead 50 shades of grey? I often get told that, you need to find that grey area. Well, yeah, I suppose, but when I'm ready, life is very simple for me. A lot of things in life are black and white, right or wrong, and I just can't seem to find that grey area yet. But I'm learning, and that's what life's all about, learning to change. Quite simply put, no one can make you do anything, feel anything you don't want to do. There's always a choice. I believe life can be as complicated or as simple as we make it. I often hear, oh, but I didn't have a choice. Oh, but you did. You chose your outcome, you chose your path, you chose your destiny, You choose every aspect of your life. We're responsible for our choices. A lot of people may not agree. A lot of people may not even be aware that they ever had a choice. And that's a shame, because without being aware, you leave yourself open to going back to what I was talking about adopting other people's beliefs. And that's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong there. You know, it's your decision of, you know, to take people's advice or to follow someone and listen to their mentoring or their guidance. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I guess the point here is that if it fits, if it feels right, then it is right. But the moment it doesn't feel right anymore, that's your gut instinct telling you it's time for change. That's your gut instinct. That's your intuition or whatever you want to call it. That's your body telling you that it's time to release that belief and create your own or change it. I just wanted to read a couple of things here, that little quotes that I wrote. Everything that I write is original. I don't generally. I sometimes share those little picture postings and for positive reinforcement kind of posts, but everything that I write, it's all original. It's all everything that comes from me. I have a few different groups that I facilitate, and some pages. I have one called Soul Scribe. The problem is that I guess I've been distracted with other things in life, and I sort of just let them, self-operate, I guess. And maybe it's time to start taking a little bit of better care and control of my groups and what's happening sort of in my life. So anyway, I'll just read these three little quotes that I wrote. Expect nothing to gain everything. Having expectations of people, situations, and outcomes can be a surefire way of setting yourself up to feel disappointment, especially when those expectations aren't met. I've learned to set mine at 0 most of the time. Anything above this is a bonus, but this isn't for everyone. Don't allow yourself to pour energy into something or someone who isn't worthy or deserving. Trying too hard, wanting too much, and needing more. These three words, trying, needing, wanting, will only create the same results and energy that has been put out into the universe. Nothing but an endless cycle with no progress and no results. Once you have mastered this mindset and have learnt to release these actions or thoughts, then you will be ready for change to take place. With change comes endless possibilities and opportunities to improve your life, utilising the laws of attraction. And lastly, Life 101. Life can be very simple or can appear extremely hard. In the end, you are the one person responsible for the path you choose. One leads to a life filled with love, happiness, well-being. The other leads to a life of self-sabotage. Only you can choose which path to walk. Choose wisely. So that's almost coming up an hour now, and I think I've spoken for long enough. I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. I hope to do another one soon. I know it's a busy time of year for everybody, rushing around to the shops and preparing for Christmas and all these great things that are coming. So, in winding up my broadcast, we, being Shelley and myself, and my boy, Buddy, I think he's somewhere else, that's okay. We'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining today and being part of this new little venture of mine. It's a brave thing, putting yourself out there, but we can all do it. You just have to believe in yourself. So thank you again, and goodbye.